Hey sweet friends, welcome back to our channel Creative Moments by G. I'm G and we have a fantastic card for you today. It's easy, it's quick, but it's so pretty. So let's head down to the crafting table. Let's do this. Let me show you this card. Oh, look at this. It's called a fold back card. We just fold back the edges. We stamp right there. It doesn't get any easier. Small steps, but big results. So let's start this. Now, we're going to make one card today, and then I'm going to show you two more cards. So make sure you stay with us to the end. We're just going to take a normal A2 card. That is 8.5 by 5.5. We score it right in the middle at 4 1/4. Now, this is our base card. This is where we're going to stamp our message. So we need to put some mats on top of this, right? We have selected 2 mats. Look at this pretty peacock. Oh, and look at the paper that I've decided to coordinate with it. So pretty. Let me show you where I got that paper from. It's Beautiful Ordinary Life. Now this comes out May 5th and it is packed with gorgeous patterned paper. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take our first mat. Now I'm going to show you some cards at the end that only use one mat. And you can certainly do that. But I want to jazz it up just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and use 2 mats. But this first one, we need to go ahead and get it cut to where we fold it back, right? So we have taken this mat and it is 5 1/4 by 4. We're going to grab our trimmer. Now, we're going to turn it long ways. We're going to put this at 5 1/4 and now we need to find the middle of it. And we know the middle of 5 1/4 is 2 5/8. So let's go in a little bit closer so we can see exactly how we're doing that. So we're going to put it at 2 5/8. Let's get a little closer. And our 5/8 right here, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to think of it as 1/8 past half. So we are just putting it right there. So we're going to go back out. Now, we need to cut a slit down, but we only want to cut it down to 2. So you can do it lots of different ways. If you want to measure down to 2 right here, you can do that. We know this is going to be where we're cutting down. So you could also just put a ruler right there and then put a little tick mark and that'll stop you. So let's do that because it's easier to see. I'm just going to grab a pencil and I'm going to put a little tick mark right here. And I'll be able to see that through the guide. So we're going to close this and I can see it right there. We're just going to bring our cutting blade down to the 2 inches. Okay. And look at this. We've cut it, right? Okay. So let's go over that again. We have our mat and it's 5 1/4 by 4. We're turning it long ways. We're finding the center, which is 2 5/8, and we're simply cutting down 2 inches. Simple, right? Now we're going to bring back in our trimmer. We're going to dock the cutting blade. You don't want to cut it. And we are just going to score from this middle point over to this corner both times. Middle point up to the top corner, middle point to the bottom corner. Now there's lots of ways you can do that. If you don't feel like you can see this right here, you could grab your ruler and just draw a line and you could follow that line. You can do that. Let's do one like that and one without the ruler. So I'm just going to put this right here and I'm going to rotate my bottom corner until it gets into the canal. And I'm going to rotate this top until I see that mark right there, making sure that I've rotated my corner. So I can see that mark. We're going to do the first one like this. We're just going to go up and we're going to score it just like that. Now we have that scored. Do you see that? But just in case you can't see it, let's do it the other way. Let's go ahead and bring in our ruler. And let's just line up that mark with the edge and draw a line. Either way works perfectly. If you feel more comfortable drawing the line right there and then scoring it, you can do that as well. I wanted to show you both ways so that you could decide which way you wanted to do it. Okay, so now we're just going to fold this back and we're going to fold this one back. Oh, look how easy that is to create the mat that goes on our card. Now we're going to bring in our bone folder. And I'm going to show you a little trick with this when we're ready. We're just folding this back. Now, this is going to go right on top of the card, just like this. You can stop there. Not to worry, you could stamp your message and you'd be done. But let's jazz it up a little bit. Now, I'm going to show you the shortcut for that. I selected a piece of pattern paper that I like both sides, right? Took me a while, but I was able to do it. So we cut this to 5 by 3 3/4 because we need it to be a little smaller because we need a margin around here, right? So we cut it to 5 by 3 3/4. We're going to bring this in and we're going to do exactly the same thing. We are going to turn it long ways. Now it's 5. So our middle point is 2.5, right? So we're just going to put it at 2.5. And now this is 3 3/4. So we want to go down to 2 inches. Once again, you can do this however you want. But I'm just going to put a little tick mark right here. I can see where I need to cut to. Down to 2. Make sure we got it cut. And we did. Now we're going to put this to the side and just erase that little mark. The way we're going to add this to our first mat is we are going to cut this off. We're going to cut those triangles off. So we're just going to put this in the canal, line it up with this bottom edge. We're going to bring in our cutting blade and we're just going to cut up to that point. Just like that. Now we're going to do the same thing. And now we have our pieces that go right here. Look at this. We are going to cut off just a little bit of this. So a little bit over 1/4 of an inch. And you may have to trim it like that. So we trimmed off the back just a little bit and it fits perfectly. And now we're going to add our triangles. Now we're going to flip it over. We're flipping over our triangles just like this, and we're getting that polka dot to come through. Now remember, you may have to trim off a little bit on this side depending, but just trim it off until it fits perfectly. Not to worry. So let's go ahead and glue this down. This is such a fun card to make. Now I'm going to show you another way to do this card just in case you want to. Just going to slide that in, just like this. And now we're going to add our little triangles to the front. I like cutting the triangles off. They seem to fit better when I do that. But I will show you another way. And here we're going to add it to the front of our card. But before we do that, let's go ahead and use our pencil and make a little mark here so we know exactly where we want to stamp our message. So let's go in a little closer. We are going to stamp sending happy thoughts. And this is special thanks. So we're going to stamp special thanks right there. We're going to bring our Knight of Navy in. And tap, tap, tap. right in the center. And look at that. So pretty, right? Now you can take your eraser and you can erase that mark. We just wanted to use it as a guide. This is such a fun card to create because you can actually create quite a few very quickly. So do you have a stash of cards that you need to create? This would be definitely a design you would want to use. So we're just adding this. And I like to use the Kalel because I like to be able to wiggle. Now, some people leave this open, but we don't do that. We go ahead and we grab just one dimensional and we put it right on the end, right here on both of our fold backs, and then take the backing off and just fold it down. And that way it keeps it right in the place that we want it. It doesn't fold open. So yes, it's going to stand up beautifully, but let's decorate the front. This is the fun part. We used Opulent Oasis for our sentiments, which comes out May 5th. Now, we signify that with the purple dot. This lets us know that this is from the new catalog. That's just a way we organize our stamps. And then we're using Heirloom Boutique for our cute little flowers. So what we did is we went ahead and we stamped our flowers, we colored them with our blends, and then we cut out some beautiful leaves. Now, we may have more leaves than we need, but let's go ahead and start laying this down. Now, we want this right here, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on this side and a little bit of tape here because it's already bumped up. I'm going to grab my tape and just put one little strip there. Just going to add it just like this. Look at that. And now we're going to add some leaves. Now the leaves I'm going to add down. So let's just grab our silicone mat because we are going to just put some tape on it. And let's see where we want it. Let's see, I think one might go there. Let's put one down here. Okay. And then maybe we'll cut this apart. Just add another one like right here. No, I think that's plenty right there. So now let's decorate the inside. We're going to go ahead and keep with the double matting. So we have 5 1/4 by 4, and then this is the 5 by 3 3/4. Now we will be stamping a sentiment on here, so let's go ahead and do that. Just gonna put it right at the bottom. Sending happy thoughts. Isn't that a beautiful sentiment? And look at the fonts they used. Just love those fonts. So let's go ahead and use our Kalel just in case we need to wiggle. Making sure that we have the same margins, top to bottom and side. And now we're going to add this to the inside. You can see how quickly this card comes together. And I like it that if you need to make some adjustments on the front panels, you can do that. Now, I said I was going to give you one more tip. If you wanted not to cut these triangles, you could go ahead and cut your mat, slice it down the middle, like we said, to 2 inches, and put it on the back of this, and then you could just fold it over. Now, you wouldn't have this little margin here that we have right here, and that's one of the reasons I don't do that. But you could absolutely do that. And look at this finished card. Isn't that beautiful? Quick and easy, small steps, but big results. Now, I said I was going to show you some other cards. Let's look at those. Now, for the next card that I'm going to show you, we used fragrant layers. We used these flowers right here and these dies. And look at this card. We also only used one layer. That makes it very easy. You don't have to line up little triangles. You don't have to think about that. You just find the pattern paper that you like both sides to, and then you can just cut it, flip it back, and there you have it. How beautiful is that? You open it up. Look at that. We even decorated the inside. Oh my goodness. Now on this next one, are you ready? We used Sunset Coast. This is a new stamp bundle coming out on May 5th. You're gonna love what we've done with this. Look at all these dies. You have all these, you have a starfish, some shells, and this netting. Wait till you see what we did with it. We also used the 6x6 paper that comes with this collection. But look at that. Yes, we went ahead and we cut our triangles so that we could have that margin all the way around. But look at our netting. We cut that out of craft paper, and then I crumpled it up in my hand to make it pliable. Look at that. It actually looks like netting. We colored the shells and the starfish and added the Adventure Continues. This is a top fold, and look at that. We had some pattern paper that we cut off, so we used that as a strip wherever this note finds you. Look at that. So take a moment and leave a comment. Which is your favorite? We think you're really gonna love this pattern. It is so easy to recreate, so please do that. And when you have an opportunity, come on back to Facebook, add your creation of this card, because we all inspire each other and we love seeing your cards. Well, Sis and I want you to go out and make it a fantastic day. And until next time, we're wishing you lots of creative moments. Bye-bye.